Welcome back to Notes Edition, where I read notes off of my phone. Today's note is called Email as Money. Bitcoin is kind of like email, but for money. So just for a moment, let's look at Bitcoin from a venture capital perspective. What if back in the 90s, you could have invested into the concept of email? Imagine if there were only 21 million email addresses total, not even enough for everyone in America to own one. What if, as a venture capitalist, you could buy up hundreds of email addresses, thinking that in the future, everyone will want one? As more people caught on to email, you could sell those addresses or you could hold on to them, knowing that email provides the invaluable use case of the teleportation of words across an internet connection. There are just too many use cases for you to ignore. That's kind of like what Bitcoin is. It's the network effect of email, the ability to transmit information anywhere in the world, but for money, the ability to transmit value anywhere in the world. There's only 21 million coins in supply, and the more adoption the network gets, the more people will want one. As more people catch on to Bitcoin, as a venture capitalist, you can sell people those coins, or you can hold on to them knowing that Bitcoin provides the teleportation of value across an internet connection and that there are too many use cases to ignore. So if you're anything like me, the first thought that comes to mind is, well, we already have email and we already have digital money, the ability to send funds over the internet. So why would we need Bitcoin? Here's what our current form of digital money doesn't have that Bitcoin does. Number one, dollars don't have a fixed supply. They are printed to stimulate the economy in the short term, causing inflation in the long term. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has a maximum supply that doesn't change no matter how high demand gets, resulting in higher prices over time. Number two, dollars don't translate. To send dollars to a foreign jurisdiction, you have to use third-party financial services. You may face delays, fees, even legal roadblocks. Bitcoin's only jurisdiction is the internet itself, so anyone with an internet connection can use Bitcoin without any geographical restrictions. Number three, dollars don't allow for financial autonomy. Dollars come with strings attached. When you use dollars, you're subject to law. If your bank or government wants to cut off your account access, they have the power to do so. When you use Bitcoin, you're subject to code. No one can decide for you whether or not you use Bitcoin. It works with or without permission. It gives financial freedom and control back to the individual. Number four, dollars don't have a great track record. Dollars have lost purchasing power against every other asset class. Each decade, the dollar is weaker than the decade before. Bitcoin has the best track record of any asset class. For the past 15 years, Bitcoin has gained both adoption, liquidity, as well as price appreciation. Number five, dollars don't have potential. There's barely any innovation surrounding the dollar. Adoption is increasing slowly, and yet its inflation rate is reversing any potential upside. Bitcoin is nothing but potential. Its market cap is $2 trillion, which is currently less than 10% of the US national debt. As Bitcoin gains more adoption, its momentum may reveal its full potential. Year after year, Bitcoin has proven itself as the internet of money, modeling, even outpacing the adoption rate of email, fax machines, iPhones, and even the internet itself. While the implications of Bitcoin are not all positive, it's hard to deny the use case of sound money and financial sovereignty. As more people begin to understand what Bitcoin does, we'll start to see what Bitcoin is capable of, for better and for worse. And that's today's note.